So Paul, the Paul that we know, goes out into the Amazon, doesn't charge his phone, sends a SOS to his mom saying he effed up, and the whole internet goes crazy. Child, you can't make this stuff up.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop boop.
aunties and everybody needs.
You can't make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lives, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. One of the best families on the YT. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Child, let me tell you something. Crazy Paul. Say it isn't so, Auntie. Say it isn't so. Is out there, child, in Brazil, stuck, doesn't have enough sense to charge his phone and to take a backup charger, text his mama here in the United States, telling her that he fucked up and child, he need a raft or a boat. And everybody goes crazy. Let me tell you something. The click and the view is a real thing amongst content creators. Because why this even got some traction, boo, I don't know. But I can tell you one thing for sure. And another thing for certain. This smells awful fishy to me. For those of you all who are new to the channel, I have been covering 90 Day Fiance from the begin, from episode 1, season 1. I know a host of these characters have seen them come and go. Paul and I had a relationship at one point last year, or was it the year before last, or whatever. I know we was, doing a demic. Did some stuff with his kids, him and Karine, and Karine lost their kids, right? Of course, you all know that I was in the midst and in the mix of all of that mess. Since then, I have severed my relationship with Paul, meaning, i.e., he's blocked, bitch. Okay. And I am so glad he is. Now, the other day, Karine takes her Aish out there on Instagram and puts up a post that reads, hold on, let me find a post, child, because I was like, girl, bye. Girl, bye. She says, life insurance is a final way of telling your loved ones, I've got you. And honey, everybody got up on it. Except for your auntie. Because I've been knowing Paul for a very long time. See, the Paul that I know will drop tea into your box, hunty, of what he wants you to spread. Now, I'm not saying that this was the case for this, but this is the Paul that I know. When and if he wants a story to go out there in them streets, he will hit you up and give you 45% of what's happening when you are waiting on the other 55% of it. So when I saw this going on Karine's page, I knew, don't touch it. Don't put your paws on it, Auntie. Stand down. Because prior to that, there was another 90-day fiance cast member by the name of Josh. Well, no, he wasn't a cast member. He just was dating all the cast members. Named Josh, who posted something that got picked up by all major platforms saying that basically rest in peace. Then he comes out 24 hours later and says, oops, I got hacked. Hacked my ass. But anyway, you don't want to know about my Irish. So when I saw this mess go out there from Karine, and then I saw all the players who got involved, I said, bitch, I wish I would. Now, I thank you all for hitting me up. Just excuse me 1 second. Thank you so much, Lily, for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Auntie's Advice family. You all please take time out of your day and welcome Lily to the membership. Welcome, Lily. Now, as I was saying, welcome, Lily. When I saw the host of characters that got involved in this, I said, can't touch this. Can't touch this. I can't touch this. Because for me, I know Paul. I know that Paul is going to put every precaution, based on the Paul that I know, in place. He's going to pack up a wetsuit. He's going to have his wipes and his Lysol spray. Paul is going to get himself together. Now, allegedly, a email was released by Paul's mom to a content creator indicating that Paul said he had fucked up. He did something and he needed a boat, a life jacket, a raft, bitch. He needed some flares and some more stuff. And immediately I questioned it. Because as we all have watched Paul over the years, we know that he, number one, is a hoarder. And number two, he's going to have more than what he needs. So you mean to tell me that Paul takes his ass out there into the Amazon, honey, out there into a rainforest, and he ain't got his with him? Who you playing with? So not only did I want to use my common sense, I said, okay, Auntie, it's time to use your black sense. Okay, because there's a such thing called black sense. First of all, there are allegations out there that he was DMing people in the Instagram, calling people in the Instagram and Instagram and liking comments, bitch. So is that the same phone that can't nobody get in contact with him on now? Then allegedly they done got the embassy involved. You can't make this up. If I was out there, you think they would have? How in the hell is Paul out there on his own, but he liking and calling people on Instagram? Bitch, I wait. I put a poll out there for you all to click. I'm getting ready to read the poll and see what you all thought. But honey, let me tell you something. When you talk about Paul and Karine, I don't see you ever, Karine, ever getting a straight story or the full truth about it. The only person that I respect out here enough to pay attention to what the hell they had to say is Melanated Way. If you are not following her on Instagram, hit sis up. She's about the only person that I will believe because it's so many rumors and speculations and bullshit going on. But I'm going to tell you right now, people are getting the click and the monthly view of an old cast member. Now, do you all believe that he is doing this to stay relevant or get his name out there in the street? Many are speculating that that's what it was. And you know what, like I said, my black sense said, bitch, I don't know if it's trout, catfish, whiting, croaker, red snapper. Bitch, I don't know what it is. But it sure do smell like a fish market out this mother. Now I'm going to go to Melanated Way on Instagram because she had put something out there, child. I was like, bye. Y'all, I do thank you all so much for letting me know, but I wasn't going to touch this with a 10-foot pole. Not pole, pole. Because it is so much information that has come out about this. Let me go to Melanated Way on Instagram and see what she had to say about this situation and circumstance. So she put a post out here. She said, found. Okay. She put it out here about 8 hours ago. She said, 90 Day Fiance Paul update found. Bitch, he wasn't never lost. He was clicking allegedly on Instagram posts. He was liking posts. The bitch was calling people allegedly. Like, the is going on? Just like the lies that he was telling me about his kids until I turned his ass in. Yes, I did. And I came out here and said that I did because I wanted his kids to be protected. If you don't remember it, I'll make sure I put that in the link. Because, like I said, I ended up blocking Paul's ass because one thing about him, he will send you information, in my opinion, and based on my recollection and my experience, he will send you half of a story. Somebody, Kanae said, did he? Did it? Wait, where's she at? Where's she at? She said, did he stop at Target to get Cheez-Its too? So Melanated Way said Paul has been located, found in Brazil. His mother, Mary, who gave Paul a lock of her hair, this is who we dealing with. His mama gave him a lock of her monkey hair. His mother gave an interview with a blogger, and it sounds like she had spoken with him directly. Well, bitch, they'd already been texting each other. And he had been already texting and Instagramming and DMing her. Bitch. She said he's not doing very well, but she's hoping he makes it back tomorrow. Melanated Way said there seems to be so much more to the story. That's that black sense. Sounds like he took a day trip out of Manaus and got stuck, lost, question mark. Then with limited to no cell phone, didn't know how he was going to get back. This is my speculation, given the facts as I know them, she said. The timing of this in the same week that Josh faked his own passing was a lot happening in the reality TV world, but we are glad he has been found safe and sound. As you can hear and see from my video, Mary says Paul is alive. They said, I have also included Paul's Instagram updates. Now, this is the bitch that's over in the Amazon. And the mother done just seen it. See, this is what I'm saying. How in the whole hell is Paul calling, doing all this stuff? He ain't got no phone, no cell phone service. What is he using? A tree root to charge his phone? I thought when he texted his mama days ago, the bitch ain't have no phone service and he was going out. And now all of a sudden, Paul got charged to go on Instagram and change his fucking statuses and put pictures up, bitch. This is the stuff I'm talking about. I've also included Paul's Instagram updates. He's been taking all but 2 of his photos down. He got cell service, not to call the embassy himself, not to call a Uber ship or a Uber bus or a Uber life jacket, bitch. He ain't got enough sales to lift his ass back over to civilization, but he got enough time and enough cell service to go on there allegedly and delete pictures and post and put up 2 new ones, bitch. You can't make this up. He's taken all but 2 of his photos down. He posted his first story since going missing. Bitch. Thank you, Lisa. Girl, you've been with me a long time. Love you, Auntie, here for the long haul. Love you, boo. Now, people may come on here and they may be like, you don't know what you're talking about, He puts a post up 6 minutes ago. I'm temporarily stepping away from my social media accounts. I will make public statement tonight on @TLZZ_DUSA account. Send her questions you want me to answer. But this is the month that everybody thought was missing in the Amazon. So I tell you what, I noticed that people are going down in her comment section. And they're making comments about her saying things that ain't right. The privilege and the entitlement of it all. Don't bring your dumb ass down here in my comment section with that bullshit. I've known this man a long time. I have talked to this man and some more in the membership and out front live and in living color. And I'm going to tell you one thing I know for sure. Paul ain't going to take his ass to no damn island and not have 5,500 phones. Melanated Way ain't got no reason to lie on him. She knows him just as much as I do. She's had an opportunity to talk to him in and out of her Patreon. So she don't have a reason to go out here and lie. But it appears that Karine, who put out a life insurance comment about having life insurance, mean I got you? I got you what? In your pocket? Or I got you in mine? Paul is out here talking to people, allegedly, bloggers, vloggers, content creators, and some more. And now tonight, he's doing an interview. Like I said, I don't know what's true and what ain't true. But I can tell you one thing for sure. Something smells fishy. I don't know what it is, but all things that's done in the dark, they will come to light. Thank you so much, Doc, for the $9.99 super sticker. Thank you, boo. Never said I think he's still trying to be relevant. Hey, Lily, did I shout you out? Yeah, I did. Something smells fishy. And it will come out. Don't bring your dumb ass over here in my comment section talking about melanated way or anybody else who questions it that knows this man, been knowing Paul for years, that we would have a reason to drag him for nothing. Don't do it. Don't try it. I ain't the one. Paul is. Thank you all so much for being here. I love you all. And if I find out anything else or Melanated Way comes back with an update, I'll let you know. But until then, you all be safe out there in those streets and in the water and now in Brazil.